Now at 5 a.m. on WKYT this morning, more questions remain after that mass shooting in Oregon claimed the lives of 10 people.
A man has life-threatening injuries after he was hit by a car late last night in Lexington.
And a Lexington coffee shop owner says she is so frustrated after her business was broken into. Now for a fourth time, she'll no longer be accepting money.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you. So nice to have you with us on this Friday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope it's getting off to a good start for you. We're really preparing to have some alternate indoor plans if you had outdoor plans.
One of those weekends, you know. Paint your smile on.
Yeah.
And go. Make the best of it. We have a lot of rain coming in. A lot of it, of course, associated with that hurricane out in the Atlantic. Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. A lot of moisture just kind of funneling into the Carolinas, and a lot of that moisture is reaching us. You can see it across the region this morning, just a spotty light shower or two, but really look south of us. I mean, now it's covering basically the state of Tennessee. And here comes that rain one after another. We'll have that later on today, too. Temperatures are there in the 50s. That's not going to change. We'll stay in the mid to upper 50s throughout the day, and also holding on that rain chance. What about your weekend, though? A lot of us want to know about that with festivals, Keeneland football game. A lot going on, and I'll show you that forecast in about 5 minutes.
Okay, see you then. Thank you.
There are more questions than answers this morning after another mass shooting in this country.
This time, investigators say 10 people are dead, at least 7 are injured after the shooting at a community college campus. The shooting happened yesterday afternoon in Roseburg, Oregon, that's south of Portland. The gunman, identified by authorities as 26-year-old Chris Harper Mercer, opened fire in a classroom. Authorities have searched Mercer's apartment complex as well as the college campus and the parking lot as they try to determine a motive. We'll have much more on that deadly shooting and a report from Oregon coming up at 5:30.
Well, new this morning, Lexington police say a pedestrian was critically injured after being hit by a car.
Police say it happened just before 11 last night on Red Mile Road. And WKYT's Victor Puente is joining us now from UK Hospital with the latest. Victor, good morning.
That man was brought here to the emergency room a little before 11 o'clock. Police are now investigating the moments before he was hit. Lexington police say the victim is a middle-aged man who walked out onto Red Mile Road in front of a woman who had just turned off of Broadway. They say she was unable to stop in time and hit him, causing life-threatening injuries. They haven't released his name, so we haven't been able to get an update on him from the hospital. The accident reconstruction unit is in charge of the investigation into this crash. Police say they don't know if any drugs or alcohol were involved. That'll be part of that investigation. But at this point, they don't anticipate any charges for that driver, saying she simply had no time to stop after that man walked onto the road. Live in Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Thank you, Victor. New this morning, a man is dead after being hit by a train in Boyd County. It happened late last night at a railroad crossing on West Central Avenue in Ashland. The victim has been identified, but his name has not been released. Investigators say they are still trying to figure out exactly how this happened.
A Lexington coffee shop owner says that her store has now been robbed 4 times. The latest happened yesterday around 7:30 in the evening at Common Grounds on Heartland Parkway. Investigators say a man drove up in a dark blue SUV, showed a gun, and demanded money. A witness tried to follow the robber but lost sight of him. In an effort to prevent more robberies, the owner says that she may have to change her store's payment methods.
So basically, to protect my employees' lives and to protect the safety of my customers, we're just not going to be able to accept cash anymore and have zero cash on premise and just take credit card, because there's nothing else that I can do to protect us.
Again, talking about potentially not accepting cash at that location. Police say the robber is a black man with a thin build in his mid-20s. He was wearing a dark hoodie and had his face covered at the time.
Kentucky U.S. Senator Rand Paul says he's raised $2.5 million over the last 3 months for his presidential campaign. It's a decline compared to the nearly $7 million he raised over the first 3 months of his campaign. But a spokesperson said that Senator Paul now has $2 million in the bank after paying expenses. A federal judge has ruled in favor of a nationally syndicated newspaper columnist. The Kentucky Board of Examiners of Psychology tried to block John Roseman's column from being published in the state after a complaint that his advice was unethical. Rosemond then filed a First Amendment lawsuit. This week, the judge ruled that the board's actions were unconstitutional and, quote, an exercise of regulatory zeal. The judge says that Rosemond's speech deserves the highest level of constitutional protection.
Bingo hall organizers in Middlesboro say the city's recent smoking ban is bad for their business. That ban went into effect in August. Since then, bingo hall organizers say attendance has plummeted. Some of them say they've had to cancel bingo on some nights because so few people are showing up.
And the 42 players that we did have, we had to send them to another bingo hall. Before the smoking ban, on a bad night, our attendance would be around 120. Now it's down to 40, 50, sometimes 60.
The smoking ban does not allow people to smoke within 20 feet of the entrance of any public place. Of course, not inside at all. Bingo hall organizers say they have started a petition to allow smoking in bingo halls again. So just looking for one exemption, and that was fought out in Lexington a few years ago as well.
Okay.
So,
well, you know, today is the day we've been waiting for, and really racing fans and fans of fun, okay? Keeneland's Fall Meet is starting today.
And unlike previous years, this meet will conclude with the Breeders' Cup Stakes. Very exciting. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain joining us now from Keeneland, the racetrack this morning, where preparations have been going on for months.
Yes, Keeneland officials say they've been planning this month for a year and a half. When you come to Keeneland, you'll see so many new changes taking place. All these new additions are taking place because the Breeders' Cup follows the weekend after the Keeneland Fall Meet ends. Now, some of these new additions are 7 temporary buildings, some loge box seatings, all to add 10,000 seats for extra people to come to the Breeders' Cup. You can experience these temporary seating options during the Fall Meet this year. Because of these additions, clubhouse parking and the Louisville lot have been closed. Now, to help with traffic, 2 new entrances will be open. In addition to gates 1 and 2 off Versailles Road and gate 3 off Rice Road, 2 new entrances, gate 4 and 5 located on Van Meter Road, will be open. As for the races, this opening weekend, Fall Stars Weekend, will feature 9 graded stakes worth $3.7 million. There's also 5 Grade 1 races, including 7 Breeders' Cup qualifying races. In all, there are 8 win and you're in races through the Fall Meet. It's part of the Breeders' Cup Challenge series of automatic qualifying races for the Breeders' Cup. Now, the Breeders' Cup will be held at Keeneland on October 30th through the 31st, and the Keeneland Fall Meet runs through the 24th. There are no races on Mondays and Tuesdays, and the gates will open at 11 o'clock today, and the first race post is scheduled for 1:05 every day. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
A lot of excitement. Thanks, Michelle. Well, a man in Lincoln County is hoping social media will help him collect donations. As winter approaches, Greg Snow of Stanford wants to make sure that the less fortunate have a warm place to stay warm. Snow launched his 4th annual coat drive at Stanford Baptist Church yesterday. With the help of social media, he hopes to help as many people as possible.
Just amazing that the people, the outreach and outpouring support of our community.
If you would like to donate to the coat drive, we have information on how you can go about that on WKYT.com. Hard to believe, Bill, it's that time of year.
Till you step outside, all of a sudden it's cold weather, you know? Yeah. Time this morning is 5:08, and WKYT this morning is just getting started on your Friday.
When we come back, we'll show you how one police department is going all out for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We'll have more on this story and have you thinking pink when we return.
And we're looking at a lot of green there on radar. Not for our region just yet, but things will start to develop as we go throughout the day. I'll get into that forecast and also talk about your Keeneland forecast coming up.